Hi, friends. Yesterday we learned about our new friend, Johnny. Do you remember his name? Johnny Appleseed. That's right. And all the things he did to help apples blossom, bloom, and grow right here so we could all eat some yummy, yummy apples. Today, we are going to read a story all about apples, simply called Apples. Let's count how many apples we see. One, two, three. Good job, friends. An apple is a fruit. It grows on an apple tree. Apple trees grow in more parts of the world than any other fruit tree. They have been in existence for about 2 million years. Oh my gosh, they are so old. The first American colonists brought apple seeds and seedlings with them from England. As the colonists moved westward, they brought apple seeds and seedlings with them. Some settlers found that Native Americans had already brought apple seeds west and had apple trees growing near their villages. So apples were already here. Wow! Many times during the early 1800s, John Chapman, we know who that man is. John Chapman traveled throughout the wilderness of Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Indiana, planting apple seeds. Also, he gave seeds and seedlings to the settlers there. He became known as Johnny Appleseed. That's right, friends. Some apples are grown at home, but most are grown commercially. That means in big fields and acres, so there's so many apples. And then we get to go apple picking just like this boy and girl. And the puppy. Good eye. Each year, about 250 million bushels of apples are grown in the United States, and about 28 million bushels are grown in Canada. And Canada is just above us to the north. Look up and say, "Hi, Canada!" Good job. An apple is a firm, crisp, fleshy fruit with a hard center called a core. The core has 5 seed chambers. Okay, friends, let's learn all about our apples. This part on top is called the stem. Now, do we eat the stem? No, that'd be icky. And then, if we open up an apple in half, it looks something like this. There we go. The inside portion is called the seed chambers, right? That's where all the seeds live. And right over here, the middle part, that's called the core. Do we eat the core? No. Do we eat the seeds of an apple? No. Very good job. In the springtime, flowers called apple blossoms begin to bloom on the apple trees. Each blossom has to be pollinated in order for an apple to grow. The blossoms are usually pollinated by insects or by the wind. And pollination happens when a grain of pollen from a stamen lands on the stigma of another blossom. So the bees help pollinate the flowers so our apples can grow. Bees are helpful. After a while, the blossoms begin to die and an apple starts to grow. Throughout the warm summer, the little apples grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And during the late summer or early fall, the apples ripen. When the trees are loaded with ripe apples, it is harvest time. Workers pick the apples by hand. So apple picking means that they're harvesting the apples. Have you ever harvested apples? Yeah. Wow. Some are shipped to stores, some are used to make apple juice, apple cider, apple jelly, apple sauce, and lots of other yummy apple products. Some are sold in baskets at roadside stands. During the fall, it is fun to go apple picking. Also, there are country fairs. Awards are given to the best looking apples, the best tasting apple pies, and the most delicious applesauce. There is apple cider too. And during Halloween, there are caramel apples and candy apples, and some people go bobbing for apples. Just like that. When winter arrives, the apple tree branches become bare. The trees will become dormant until next spring. And dormant, it means the trees are still alive, but they're not growing at that point because it's too cold. Brr. And when the trees will produce a new crop of apples. Wow. Apples have many tastes, ranging from sweet to tart. All apples are so different in shades of yellow, green, and red, or a mix of those colors. An apple tree will not grow apples until it is about 5 or 8 years old. Each spring, the tree branches are trimmed. This is called pruning. Most apple trees grow to be about 20 feet tall. The soil around the tree should be fertilized. The pruning and fertilizing help produce lots of good, tasty apples. You can make your own apple pie with the help of a grown-up, or you can make some yummy and delicious apple cider. There are thousands of varieties or kinds of apples. They are nutritious and delicious. I just love my apples, friends. Now, friends, we just learned that some apples can be very, very sweet, and some others can be very, very tart or sour tasting. Would you rather eat a yummy sweet apple or a sour tart apple? Which would it be? Wow. Wow. Well, like I said, I like the sweet ones because they taste really, really yummy in my tummy. Well, friends, that's all the time we have for right now. But you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.